OK， 上次我们就已经到德累斯人道主义的教堂，但是这里面有好多东西复合在里面。一个是我们对这个空间为什么是这个空间，还有这里为什么会有一个在屋顶上的那个 crabman 说这里怎么会有一个老太太，然后好像开始在这里做什么实验啊，或做什么。那其他的年轻人也想要来这里做洋吉的俱乐部，放音乐的俱乐部，然后还有跳舞。但是他们同时身上也有很多其他的问题，就是他们有吸毒的成瘾问题。那我不确定应该要怎么处理啊。那我这个是比较，我尝试这个角色是一个比较理性的状态，所以我就让他放在一个比较宏观的角度去看，我不看个人，用这样的角度去玩这个角色。那如果以宏观理性的角度去探讨这些青少年的毒品问题，或许我也可以睁一只眼闭一只眼。如果他们在自己的路上走得很顺的话，当然这个我们就可能有待商榷。但我们之后可以再回来了。Oops， 我现在不需要这个在手上。
Hi again. So, how are things going? And? What happened? Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
那个 Crabman 哦，
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
对啊，他确实只有劝诫我们不要再喝酒，或者是酒有什么其他的事情。然后他们劝我们说，这个教堂有一个沉默之母，然后这个教堂当时候会依着而盖。先不管人道主义不人道主义的那个人道主义之母那件事情，这间教堂当时会选在这个地点重建，跟这里的一公间扭曲有一点关系，我不确定他是不是在讲这里的灰域哦，但是这个是另外一个问题。
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
他会不会是麻烦？我不觉得就对了。
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her? But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? Anyway, do let us know if you see her.
对，可能晚一点再回来吧。我们并没有看到他说
As
的那个老
always,
太太。
we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Sure. 拿骰子，猪猪侠。我们确实可以先去调查那个工会的跑腿工，他说特别的罗宋汤这件事情，他指的到底是不是一种代称，是毒品啊，还是不是？我们不好定义。但是一般来说会在注记上特别写说去拿罗宋汤，感觉超怪的。尤其我觉得最重要的一点是，他写在那个纸条上面，是他说他 almost 每天都要例行要做的事。虽然说他健忘了，但是有点奇怪。好像是某种公式，因为他本来讲说他带罗宋汤，就是大家会很喜欢他，所以这种是一种volunteer 就是自愿的一种行为。可是他似乎表达它是一种公式。我们要去找厨师。厨师，你在哪里？厨师。
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Yes. 他问你那个问题。
Boss need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
OK， 多一点 vodka， 不奇怪了。
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg.
No vodka. No
The
vodka.
cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Yeah， 看来是没有毒品在里面了。原来只是 vodka。他们那个字在讲讲 vodka， 伏特加是 vodka， 它有一个那个 d 的音在里面，可是很轻 vodka， 然后那个 v 的音又很重 vodka， 这个是其他的事情。
Yes?
No， 我们没有东西要再跟金讲话，好吧？我们去找。
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face. Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
嗯 ？Shaky， 还是她老公状况不好？
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Oh my， 这个也是很讨厌。他说最后 Morel 还是要回去，可 Morel 已经整个病到他没有办法在这里出现了，你知道吗？要我猜的话，我会猜 Morel 跟他大概都60几岁。
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Different? How?
Answering a question with a question, for example. Defensive isn't her usual style.
Hmm. 我并没有咳嗽啊，我只是没喝酒而已吧。他的口气怪怪的，我们可能要从前文来找找看说，他说了什么？他不想要让我们去找，会不会是他觉得竹节虫其实也没必要了？他们应该在这上面花了很大的精力，倒是。我猜应该他是不要竹节虫。
I'm not. It's not that.
我还是选择他没有告诉我完整的故事哦。反正这个人应该是不太 care。告诉我。
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Oh. 所以他把这个当成一个契机，可是或许他并不真的认为他小时候看到的那个 Elysium 的竹节虫是真正的事情。他猜测他或许是一场梦，即便他相信其他的神秘动物是真的可以被找到，但是他自己的这件事情他开始怀疑。OK， 或许吧。
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not. Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone. No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That, and for years his belief made me believe too. But now we're both getting old and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
我似乎没办法说服他，他对于他婚姻自己的问题，这不是一个很美的东西吗 ？I don't know。可是他们一开始的建立在他是竹节虫的目击人。我应该是不擅长做这件事情，可我们还是得试试看。
But it has, hasn't it? A seed can only bear what's inside. The seed of love is black and oily. It has a taste you're quite familiar with.
Might be right, Detective. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I came in on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists,
Oh,
I didn't tell him that story.
Oh， 难怪他会担心这个，因为他们第一次见面的时候，他并没有，他认为他没有吸引力，因为他就是坐在轮椅上的人。可是如果她是神秘动物学的女王，哦，那就不一样了。她身上会有一种很奇怪的、完全没有办法被压过的光辉。至少他觉得是这样子，所以他才会担心这个问题。我们没有证据告诉他说的是真的还是假的。
Maybe.
Oh shit.
But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
“对他也不知道是不是他编的。
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
“对啊，不需要把他送到盖瑞家吗？”
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
我也不是什么热心的人，我再去检查一下陷阱。I don't know。小心一点，丽娜。
You too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be
A waste of time. A lie. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors. then pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows.
We should go too.
Yeah. 他说 Gary's house， 我们可以去看一下吗？或者是我们就再也看不到他？还是有点想要看看那个 Morale 有没有好一点。但 Gary， 我猜他应该过了这段时间，他会离开这边吧。
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. Whoever lives here must be back home.
OK。好吧，看我们没办法跟他在讲什么了。合作人，夜店我们应该是还没有办法，但是我不知道我们现在有没有技能点，我们应该没有。我们还差一点，那我们破一个下一个问题吧。昆诺我们应该也还没办法处理它。图提斯，
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
他讲话真的超不客气。
Try to sneak me out, you pig!
我走错了。Come on， 给我们一点线索，图提斯。
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
这个可以不冲突啊，但是确实啊，他在工人的环境里面长大，他确实可能会觉得 model 是一种华而不实的东西嘛。但是这个其实很复杂，可能改天我们可以再来讨论一下 model 这件事情。但是就他原本的想法来说 ，model 只是一个衣架。但是它同时，它不代表一个身份，它是一个工作，所以我不觉得它不可以是一起的。model 跟律师，它不可以是一个人两个工作或两个身份，或许我不觉得这可以一定要分开，但是它确实有它当代的文化意涵，还有它社会的文化意涵，不好说。
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
他念的是法学院。
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn, they aren't.
This didn't change her opinion of you. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
对，我们还是找不到第8个哈迪girl。
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands, in her face.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men. I suggest not wasting...
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands, in her face.
No. Talk to Titus.
他真的很难攻破，可能是因为他是个律师吧。
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Okay.
It's you again. What is it? Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys, Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and is in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Yeah, 他是谁不重要啊。
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy boys are dead silent.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
这就是最奇怪的地方啊！这些 Hardy Boy 说，这个佣兵走进了这个酒吧，第一个他们没有办法回答的问题就是他在什么地方、什么时候非礼了在台上唱歌的那个女生。然后第二个，现场的 Hardy Boy 有8个，有1个血脚印是女生。那个人不见了，这里只有7个 Hardy Boy， 然后 Hardy Boy 一直说只有7个人，可是我们怎么算血脚印就是8个。再来就是，如果这真的是私刑，如果是私刑，按照私刑的本质，就是要大肆旗鼓的把他杀掉嘛，因为要 袭众怒。他如果现场侵犯了那个女生，我们先不管他讲的是对的不对。如果那件事情属实，他应该现场可能就是吊死他或者是什么，然后在旁边看戏、敲锣打鼓干嘛的。可是他们什么都没有，他们就是放上去，好像是挂一个衣架还是什么样的，然后只需要比较多人，就是很奇怪。
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. We were all there. That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
那整个剧情里面并没有节奏感。如果你是敲锣打鼓或者是有仪式的话，它是有节奏的。可是那没有，它就只是一个普通的挂上去 ，That's all， 它就是一个葬礼。
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Great witness.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
争强好胜。我们换一下，我们 Dubois 的衣服。Come on， 我们是 Tequila Sunset。争强好胜，我们有必要从他手里面拷，把这个东西拿回来，不能讲拷了。意志坚定，鬼锁玲珑，同舟共济。我们即便不点，我们也是要把那个东西拿回来。
It's you again. What is it?
加油，加油 ，Mr. Dubois. Tequila Sunset.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Huh? You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
或许吧，但我也是把我的工作做好。
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick.
Titus is hiding nothing. Titus?
You want to talk to her? Fine, talk to her. I got nothing to hide.
Everybody has something to hide. He certainly does.
So long as you treat her with respect. No questioning, no harassing, or you got the freight train of pain heading your way. You understand?
What is her name?
Claudia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due, with an O-U.
就是我们最早醒来的时候，我们在走廊上遇到那女生，金色头发的，应该只有她。我们其他的角色应该都不是这个造型。
Shit. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have.
Yeah, blonde, tall, 2 rooms over from yours.
太惨了。
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
哇，好多哦。
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
It sounds like you're having a heart attack. Whatever you said, it couldn't have been that bad. Please relax. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
我跟他讲这个都不对。
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
他威胁我们，如果不好好的跟他谈，就要拿装满货物的货车从我们身上压过去。我解释他是这样讲的、啊。新线索，新线索。这件。
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up. This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there. It's been used quite a lot. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
Nacra?
Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Okay.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
You could say he's on the lookout. Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs, you find? What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
啊，还好我是个瘾君子吗？随便就可以找到啊。
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container. It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed. Silently, the bottle slides into your palm. Then, as you turn, into your pocket. Feels so sleek and beautiful. You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Time to become a super detective again, Harry. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
手不干净的警探。
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Smooth as ice, there are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
窗户换过 ，OK.
Looks like it, yes.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door. I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant. No, still a mini investigation.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy too. Very sturdy.
门踹开，只有3% 而已，我们应该是做不太到啊。
You kick it, gung-ho style, entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
Laughing at you.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
什么都没有。
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone.
Welcome to the roof.
Okay.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now.
当然没有尸体了，他这里应该也是看得到。
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly. Right.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? This is the fabled cop of the apocalypse.
对。
What happened, man? The end was supposed to be mere seconds away. Why we're still here?
Yeah, 或许吧。
Oh. Well, you know, I'm sad to hear that.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
他要不是很冷静的受害者，要不就是别种，可是很少吧，很少冷静的受害者不太多。
It's like she's disappointed this wasn't about more entertaining matters.
Clausier Amondou.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent. Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
A bad memory, officer.
The Republic of Oranje is a democratic nation on the Muindi Isola, north of here, over the sea and across the Pale. It is one of the 6 major Occidental nations to hold stake in the continued occupation of Revachol, the coalition. People consider it a reasonable superpower.
Of lilacs and lightning, parks, glass, duraluminum. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing, if you're no longer there. Right, sir.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit.
哦，他除了是 disco 的 dancer， 至少大家都说他是啊，因为他晚上说他也在唱歌跳舞嘛。还有文学。
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world. That's just a phase the Revacholian hero goes through. Before they plunge into full core humanity and world saving.
Okay.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not be your priority.
Nothing. I do nothing with it. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Rani's lit. Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Rani at 37.
确实啊，我们自己写东西其实也知道，我也是一个厨师啊。
Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical.
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Oh.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like a ghost after being robbed of my travel documents. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street, and I don't want my relatives to pay the ransom.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
Yeah, 因为我现在如果要求他，他也可以跟我们去拿吧。可是他是拒绝拿出来，他不是说他现在不能拿出来。
It's also why I hid it.
Okay.
Why yes?
I'm an unpopular girl. There are people back home who don't like me. If they show up, I'm in a hurry.
I'm in a hurry? Okay.
The kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. But don't worry. This has nothing to do with your investigation. I would love to change the subject. It's not important. Unless I'm some kind of suspect.
Didn't she say you would have to interrogate her before? And that she didn't do it? What was up with that?
可能需要审问他，他之前说过。对，确实啊，只有有罪的人才会必须要被审问。随便讲吧。
Well, well. It seems I either underestimated you or overestimated your hangover, officer. If I didn't know better, I'd say you feigned that fuck having lied to get me to say something stupid. Was that so?
The lieutenant gives you a little look. We should have discussed your history before we came here, he thinks. So many unpleasant surprises with this guy.
Yeah， 真诚的想要 fuck you 。他这个真的是我当时候醉成那样子，然后还可以说，我们来一发，真的很瞎。
I'm flattered. You told us about the investigation Friday night, downstairs, at a table full of local kids and dock workers. You told pretty much everyone, after you showed them your gun.
Yeah. 我在酒吧里面跟大家说，我要拿枪把自己的头轰掉，这样应该场面很壮观，大家都吓死了。
Anyway, I thought it would be funny to say I didn't do it, because I knew about your investigation. Does that make me a suspect? I really must stop saying stupid things. Phew. Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
The record. So official. It's a bit early in the morning for rape, isn't it? Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
那不叫强暴，我不想说他的坏话。他说吊死了那个人。
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's quite gifted. By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Hmm?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
图提斯为什么要做这件事情？
Pretty much.
Warming them.
他说他自己没有。
I'm 89% sure.
What?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
What? 他到底他说是什么？
Serious.
You hear cracking in her shoulders.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
Yeah, finally. 可是不对啊，那这样子这件事情就不成立啊。他就只是在舞台上面乱叫，然后就被处死，应该不对吧？
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
所以我们现在能确定的东西就是，这个女生似乎跟性侵没有任何关系，因为她100%最后跟我们保证说她没有被性侵，所以我们现在只有的资讯是她跟被害人之间有一点点联系，是什么还不确定。然后他应该主要的原因就是因为野松公司的人这个身份， 然后被工会弄死，然后他被要求说他是，可是这样他的身份也很危险啊！他现在还一派轻松的坐在这边，这事情不是应该他要离开吗？等一下，哈迪兄弟，而且哈迪兄弟会要怎么让他低头说他承认这件事情？而且他现在也不承认啊，他手上有什么把柄啊？
We partied. We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other.
Oh.
We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Oh. 所以他们两个，要说情侣可能太快。 但是应该有一点关系，那就不是性侵啦，那他就没有理由要杀他了吧？纯粹是因为他的身份吗
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex. I guess you can say that, yes, a bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
Okay.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Yeah, 可是。 所以工会的人要求他为工会背书，所以他现在有点反抗，是因为他有一点喜欢他嘛。然后工会的人之前一直想要把他隐藏起来。
Oh yes, I've had a great view from the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
哦，原来是他哦。所以工会也没办法控制他。OK。
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it, into the cold wire.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
啊，或许。
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay. Let it slide. Pushing won't help here.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
这样我们先确认一些很基本的东西。 虽然说我们讲了这么多，但是他是什么？
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
他为什么可以？对，这个也是我很好奇的，工会为什么可以凌驾这件事情之上？就是要求他为性侵背书。
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
哦，所以他工会跟他的关系也还不错。
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
哦 ，OK， 但是没有那么激烈。
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
OK， 所以 Hardy Boy 才会用，这就是人情关系。他是说，我们要把这个人可能要处死了或者干嘛的，但是我跟你关系也不错，所以你跟这件事情无关，我们放过你。或许。
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Wait a moment. She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Ravishol. I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go. I'm really not. Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star-sized caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry. Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments. Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically. Very funky.
What was that? Funky Town?
Believe me, you don't want to get into that shit.
他指的 funky 是什么？
You've got it bad as it is.
Funk is an aggressive resurgence of the new aesthetic of the Revacholian 30s, but this time originating in Grad. It's brought there by the Ilmaran diaspora. Funk is more masculine and guitar-orientated than disco, even more dangerous.
You tell me, officer. when you've kicked it down. I've been wondering myself, but I'm light of foot, not a good door kicker.
窗户是新的。
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
Good, yes. This means she could have heard something, like what you were doing before you blacked out.
好，这件事情我确实有一点好奇。我那天昏死过去的晚上，我在干什么？
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Quick, say something professional.
这我们可能暂时无法过，但是我们还是试试看8%，超低的。
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful.
Nice， 我们8%几率竟然过了。这一次游戏打下来。最低纪录8%。
I have bad news for you. You know these guys?
What?
Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore. Believe it.
是什么东西？
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All of them.
这样他到底讲什么？哦，他让他们，哦，等一下，等一下。如果他跟我们刚刚一直在讲说，如果这件事情是哈迪 boy 做的，如果这件事情是哈迪 boy 主导，那最大的问题就是哈迪 boy 他犯案的理由。可是哈迪 boy 再笨，或者是艾弗拉特也没有说，如果他们要下手，要处死这个佣兵，那把这个佣兵做掉，是艾弗拉特主使的话，那应该说他们不会这么笨吧？正常人也不会，而且他们是维护这个区域和平的人，他们不会他们理当不会先动手。然后艾弗拉特虽然可能腐败，他不怕战争或者是这个事件升级，可是他确实不喜欢把自己的手弄脏。他连去盖瑞家里面要警告他，他都要用别人的手，他不要借助哈利 boy。所以如果按照这个逻辑来讲的话，艾弗拉特没有下命令， 所以哈利 boy 应该不会去执行这件事情。他不会去执行杀人这件事情，尤其这个事情并不是性侵。这个女生刚才已经明白承认这件事情并不是性侵，所以如果不是性侵，那她理由就薄弱了。即便她觉得野松公司很瞎，然后不应该待在这边，但是她就算是反对势力，他们对方没有动手前，他们是不会动手的。所以是这女的杀的吗？等一下，等。等下还是有可能是这样。我们一直找不到第8个哈迪 girl 吗？是哈迪 girl。所以如果她是第8个哈迪 girl， 她跟她平常都嗑药嗑很疯，如果哪一天嗑到发疯了之后，不小心发生意外，把他杀了，把这个佣兵杀了，因为他们两个 almost 接近是情人的状态嘛。哦，窗户换新的，可能有意外，然后他让哈利 boy 说这是性侵，可是他后来又忍不下去。他自己接了电话，打给警察，说他其实他有一点或许哦，所以他这里才一直在讲说，我们检定成功了之后，我们看出来一些奇怪的细节，然后为什么这个女的觉得她在这事情上有责任？她说我们事后会再审问她，是因为她觉得这件事情跟她脱不了关系。即便这可能是意外，或许这个女的可能就是造成这个意外的原因。如果是这样的话，那这件事情已经发生了，在周日晚上，他已经先死了，佣兵已经先死了，所以挂上去的时候，把他假装成一种私刑，才没有大肆宣扬，就是隔天早上让他挂着，然后对外说这是性侵，然后他自己在隐藏自己的身份，打给警察局，让他们把这尸体弄走。OK， 或许这是一个假设。
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick, tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Yeah, sure. 他有可能在对我撒谎。
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is.
等，哈利 girl 第8个也有另外一个问题，我们查到的是工会也在检核毒品问题。然后我们确定第8个哈迪 girl 有可能是带毒品的人。等，要梳理一下。第8个哈迪 girl 带毒品，所以大家会找他。他的护照不在身边。他是货车司机。等，可是他在这里待4个月啦。罢工是2个月前才开始的啊。我不确定，现在又有点分支出去了。但是有什么东西不对，倒是真的。
She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct, and omissions too. A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
他们，所以我相信这里讲的他们应该是讲哈迪 boy。
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here.
那怎么会这样？
How it always does, through subtlety. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Think, no. It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not? You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised. Don't worry, it's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
我可以这样说吗？你是想操纵我吗？
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no. Yeah? All right. Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now? Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
我不知道这件事情超怪的，突然超怪。我本来想说 ，almost 应该真的是哈迪 boy。这个8% 的那个
Officer, what was that? You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
正确来讲，我不认识啊。不认识。
Officer, before we interview this woman, is there something I should know?
whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. Understood. It is. This would have been good to know before. It should have. Anything else? Okay, that's manageable. We'll be all right, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
啊，超容易的好不好？
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Yes， 没错。不管怎么样，最大的突破点就是性侵这件事情不存在，所以他们的动机到底是什么？这是第一个问题。还有，他们如果没有艾弗拉特的允许，他们可不可以随意支持他们自己的理念，然后把这个暴露身份的佣兵把他杀掉？这是问题。如果他们不能这样做，就算他再讨厌他，那这件命案并不成真哦。所以造成那个佣兵死掉是另外一个原因。然后他说周日晚上他们两个在楼下唱歌，所以第一个有可能杀手是别人，第二个有可能杀手是这个女的，然后他不告诉我们。可是他又说他是报案人，当然有一些报案人是因为一些特别的原因，他不小心杀人，然后他希望他自己不是杀人的人，所以他会打电话过去 说有这件事情发生，然后他在认知上会有点错乱。但是不管怎么样，我们找到了突破点。
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Yeah， 他如果说这个是性侵，那就过去了。
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
You would have caught it.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Yeah， 他好像很坦白。
You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention away from whatever one chooses to omit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
Yeah, sure.
Yes?
不打算聊脚上穿这双靴子吗？
Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail.
Lie. Lie to get out of it.
It was a joke, sadly. There's nothing I can do about your delinquency. What's done is done. Let's get back to police work.
他直接很无言，他开了一个非常糟糕、可怕的玩笑，表示他对这件事情无能为力，非常的无言。
Hey, was there something you needed?
哦，我忘了。我记得我们有一个任务是回到房间去找我们那些磁带，乱七八糟的磁带。找到了吗？
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your clean-shaven face, adorned with the expression. You're still not accustomed to it.
等一下，我们把
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your clean-shaven face, adorned with the expression. You're
提炼钱在哪？哦 ，OK。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your clean-shaven face, adorned with the expression. You're still not accustomed to it. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected.
Okay.
Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
这应该还是我们看一下食髓知味，我们有没有一些 有这个。好，我们来试试看。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see yourself, the expression, fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long.
Yeah， 我们压制了一种我们本能上，我们展现在脸上那种或许有理有气的那种气味吧。
Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
我只剩下一个 sad old man。好吧。我有裤子吗？好像没有几件裤子。Frito. I don't know. 不管怎么样，我们可以去。Wait， 一个是骰子，还有猪猪女侠、护甲。不然怎么样？我们先审问图提斯，他讲的讯息都不对。
It's you again. What is it? Again? Seriously, man. Fine. Fire away. Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
Yeah, whatever.
对啊，他没有。
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
"还是这是另外一种图提斯真的有杀他，但是理由是因为那个女生喜欢的那个佣兵。可是这也很怪啊，因为这种如果按照工会的这个标准，大家应该都知道吧？ 就是说他们彼此之间跟那女的关系，应该就是互相需求吧，就是偶尔，然后就像那女生讲，这是一个很长的冬天，然后这就是一个大家需要温暖的时候，所以大家睡在一起，然后大家就做这样，但是这应该不能算是 relationship 那种交往那种状态吧，所以他因为这样吃醋杀人也很怪，而且这样还是不能解决那个放在树上那件事情，或者除非他们在别的地方把他杀了之后再拖过来。可是有必要吗？
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
艾弗拉特还是掌管全局啊。对啊，所以艾弗拉特一定会让这件事情变得是野松公司那边的问题。聪明人应该都会这么做，让自己完全脱离这个。然后，如果真的要有类似冲突的行为，他会表现的我们是在自我防卫一样。所以他绝对不能让这件事情变成是他们主动。所以如果他刚刚打我，然后把我杀了，那这件事情就真的变成是工会问题。野松公司可以介入 ，RCM 可以介入，然后联盟也可以介入，工会就不存在。
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
真的吗？你录下了？
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
他是忏悔。
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Now that is intriguing. You had me at door gunner.
我楼上有播放机吧？
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday. Yeah? What about it? You do that, lawman.
录音带， OK， 有一个新的证据，我们来听听看。我们去录音机。Sure. 有。
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now. The machine was made in Revachol by a company called Elysium. Their logo depicts the triple-towered Delta skyline. It was supposedly built to last. There's no fixing this one.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore. My kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
Oh shit， 那麻烦了。我们家的是不能播的啊。Why? I'm so struggle. 我好不容易找到一个线索，就他跟我说我不能播。不要再看我的车子了。有录音机吗？警方办案。
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Yeah, we still have those boomboxes on the shelves.
Boombox?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harman Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now. A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Doorgunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental. Careful. You can only do this once.
Yeah. 好，不然我们就跟他撸。
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete, cop. And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever, turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Nice， 我们去门口听，不要给他听到。他说我们在乱说。在哪里？
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You push Command C, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
然后跟我们在港口听到的很像。
He's right.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, The dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your portal-reel. The tape stops spinning.
科迪是什么？对啊，科迪是什么？
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his? A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safre. It has been hot for 12 years, with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the Grad.
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Still, I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
对，我们回去再问一下。哈利波有拿出这个证据，确实我们也不能完全忽视。虽然说他是有被剪辑过的，可是毕竟还是说过这段话。他们吵架吗？还是什么？还是他们甚至不是情人？这部分就很头痛。我们问他这在哪拿到，这也是很重要。
It's you again. What is it? Smart boy. You go do that.
他不让我问。
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi, he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for? Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Okay.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Khohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Oh.
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Khohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
他确实在这上面很诚实，这是一种假象啊，不管那个屠杀是不是真的，但是如果当你有那个能力，而且你必须要完成这个东西，你会把那些人撕碎，如果你有必要的话。
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Lely? Okay.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink.
然后我们可以请他帮我们确认一下他的服役的历史，或者是至少他的纹身。
Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
Oh, that. Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Yeah, she's dirty for some reason. Yes. Yes.
Is this Orani's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths."
他确实很会声会影。Yeah， 有时候确实，男生做这些事情只是一种表现，但是不是讨女生欢心另外一部分？可是因为毕竟男生是有这种需要，所以有时候讲这些东西，确实是在吸引注意。
And so it goes, star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Change of topic, perhaps? In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat. Oranje? Oranje's map of waterways? This fits with his tattoo.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Semenine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot. Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
年纪多大吗？还是等，他多大？这什么东西 ？How old was he, Miss? Yeah， 还好。我以为是 How big is he？ 那就是别的问题了。
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery or darts. The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you. She's...
Yes. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies. It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance. The young woman nods.
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money?
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
Yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old? How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Huh. How old do I think you are?
She's buying time to formulate the best answer.
I don't know. As old as time itself? Ageless? 50,000 years old? I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How old is an apocalypse cop?
35岁，你看我们左下角这个形状也不一样，感觉35岁。
You're not.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Yes, but for him that number is much larger than 35.
Wait, this requires scientific measurements. To the laboratorium.
"这个应该是没必要，我要把这个遗忘。太扯了，我连我自己几岁都看不出来。
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
他的房间真的蛮不错的，有书架，有画。 好，图提斯，我们再战一轮。你到底从哪
It's you
拿？
again. What is it?
就你讲不对呀、
And he tenses immediately, chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
“怀旧”还是
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
他们两个之间问题很大哦。
Seems like they wanted to give Klausir a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Ah. 要选择，到底发生什么事情？
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. They're confused. This is growing over their heads.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember? I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!" That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. Understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the dock workers union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
他受不了了。对啊，第八个哈利 boy， 然后毒品，然后
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. But you know someone who might. Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker.
Yeah， 我们也终于有这个手段，艾弗拉特在我们这边 ，at least。虽然说我们不喜欢他，但我们也差不多搞清楚他可能会采取的手法跟现实。他现在 force 沙粒过来，就是为了确保这件事情不要再升级，至少是要再按照他所想的方向里面。他不担心野松公司会找这些人麻烦，但是不能是他们先动手。所以如果现在我 push 这个东西，他们是不能对我做什么事情的。对，他们也了解。
Just remember, it's about more than Glacia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Fat anger. Just remember, it's about more than Glacia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district.
所以我要先装傻吗
？Responsibility.
Yeah， 我们要先装傻。
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
因为他们喜欢杀戮，杀戮只为了杀戮。我要怎么才能触动他的情绪？因为你是一个不是，你是有外国人，错误的人工作，他们喜欢杀戮，因为没有理由啊。
Yeah, we liked it. It was fun, wasn't it, guys?
It wasn't for your fucking entertainment, Dennis.
They kill you because they think it's funny.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
特奥，我要对着特奥讲吗？我不觉得他会。可是我还是得对着特奥嘛。现在出声威胁的是，毕竟是特奥。或者是我也可以在这边再 push 安格斯，可是特奥会不会做什么事情？
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. You're burning all over with fear. To your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to perform one more movement. An instinctive jerk to your left. Then, no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from. More dead cops bad news from the district of Martinez.
No!
The bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances. Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented, and added that although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run around uncontrolled and try to wriggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods.
我又犯了错误 ，push too hard。我跟这个跟太紧了，果然啊，这是另外一个问题，我们可以到时候有机会再来讨论。但是不观察情绪，在这个游戏里面真的是会失衡遍野。
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't hit him, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm, a Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
我知道不是特奥，我知道不是特奥，所以是安格斯。
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Oh, yeah.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
海岸边，或许我们晚一点可以去找伊丽莎白。
You're in. He's all yours. Questions. The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see. He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
So there was a wound. You should try looking for it one more time before you send the body away.
那这样就麻烦了。如果现在所有的线索，至少几乎所有的线索都指出是哈迪 boy 做的，可是现在对不上，因为哈迪 boy 终于承认了说，他们见到人已经死了，他只是把死人吊起来。这个也证实了在目击人那个高管对他所说的话，就是 审判出奇的安静，它就是像是一场葬礼，然后一种超现实的感觉，因为那个并不是谋杀，那是一个很奇怪的事情。
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus. We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
哦，难怪要换窗户，窗户上有个弹孔。
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, she wouldn't. She's fucked if she shows up on police radar. They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
对，第八个哈迪兄弟是不是他？
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Tibbs. That's short for...
Yeah. Good man.
Bet their father's name, Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
In a manner of speaking.
Okay.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to. Me too. You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
但或许图提斯是私刑的执行员，可是他们毕竟有他们的道义。
We'll take that into account.
"这真的是一个头痛的问题哦！案情大反转，现在变成他并不是那个杀人的人，整个哈迪兄弟会都不是。然后楼上那个漂亮的女生卡耶拉，也。他现在成了最大的嫌疑人，可是图提斯有明白的说明说，子弹从窗户打进来，然后他是死于子弹的攻击之下，所以除非有什么特别的状况，不然卡莱耶不是杀人的人，因为毕竟击破窗户，然后他们可能。正在，然后他说现场很凌乱，然后都是脏床单什么东西，对他们有可能就真的打炮这样，然后他就死了，然后马上他可能很惊慌，他又嗑了很多毒品去镇静那个情绪，才发生了吊死这件事。
This window is pristine on the inside.
Yeah.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate. To being here with you and what's to come.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
I know. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. For all of this, for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into. You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea. as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, wine dark in the evening light. The Pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old, old world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. I have people after me. And they have friends in the moral intern. Some are moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Oranese lit.
这里要再想一下。他一半承认这个私刑吊起来的状况，他又不愿意看到他的新的情人啊，我们就假设是这样，在树上受苦，所以他让 RCM 来调查这件事情，然后把这件事情包装成性侵，然后都让工会出头，他自己躲在阳台，真的非必要的时候，他又否定了这个说法，所以他想要什么？他为什么要再把这个东西推回给工会？对啊，他只要承认了他是被性侵，这件事情就完了耶。就基本上没有证据啊，因为我们没有证据说他不对啊，说的不对。
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with.
Wow.
I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewes-Duin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewes-Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewes-Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Oh, 所以他是商业间谍。
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting... A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. I'm not lying to you.
You may sometimes be bad at reading her, but this time, truly, she's telling you how it really went down.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there.
Oh.
The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full.
Oh, Sylvia. 所以他辞职了。啊，不是那个之前在这边工作的那个女生，她辞职了，她隔天就辞职了。
Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Hmm?
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
Yeah, Hardy Boy 不是 Hardy 吗？
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Oh shit, that's why. 终于有第八个Hardy Boy.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation. But I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
第一个是为什么这个 Ruby 人这么好？第二个是他为什么要逃？他去干嘛？然后那个 Hardy Boy 那个 Ruby 应该就是运毒的人。我们本来想说，那个第八个 Hardy Boy 会不会是这个女的？可是这个女的是来这边停留4个月，所以她是躲别的事情，然后在转移的时候过来。那 Ruby 是工会里面的另外一个 Hardy Boy， 他偶尔在，偶尔不在，他不是常规，他似乎不是常规的 Hardy Boy， 但是如果有问题的时候 ，Hardy Boy 会找他。Yeah.
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. Or I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there. Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
Yeah.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible. She did, of course.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke, just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her. Who?
Yes.
What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
卡耶，你没有打电话给警察局。
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it. I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now. West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past the Bergen sewage pipe, right near the waterline. It's Katarzyna Lazie.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin, not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism. It also makes Klasia almost an allochronym for Katarzyna Alazia.
It was a sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname.
A nickname? Who gave you this nickname, Klasia?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago. My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasia is my father's name.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
It's Katarzyna Alazie.
It also makes Klasia almost an allochronym for Katarzyna Alazia.
That's cool.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
我们有要逮捕他吗？这是一个问题。我觉得选项一应该就是我们要把他逮捕起来啊。我选选项5好了。我们想要测试，我想要测试看看他想要说什么，在这个部分，就是如果你知道你会被逮捕。但是我们想要给你一点点空间的话，你可以配合吗？
Klasia. It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through because of me. He was a writer. He made Oranese lit. And I destroyed him. I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done anything, at least nothing illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A 2-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby.
What?
She has this thing for me ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants. Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
哦，所以 Ruby 喜欢他，所以
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but
也有可能他下楼的时候，可能还有时间差，Ruby 也回来，然后下楼去找他，他就可以有机会保护他。可是为什么他最后要逃走 ？I don't know， 也可能是因为罪疚感，或者是别的什么避风头，或许。
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
she said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more. I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
对，这个东西倒是很奇怪。
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
You've been trying to kick that door down, right? Maybe it leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Okay.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you. Her. Stop letting her distract you.
我们到底要不要把他带走啊？可是这样他就毁了。 好，也不符合我们的性格。Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you, you will. She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Okay.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
可是我们不逮捕他也是一个体制问题而已啊。我们要不逮捕他吗？我们有权利不逮捕他吗？我们毕竟是个警察吧。
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around. She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Okay.
我好像也不能再把它关起来。
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath.
Yeah， 我有一点后悔了，但是 ，sure。
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. A two-hearted spider. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. From the roof outside, location A prime, the glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. 72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective. None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Yeah. OK， 我们有可能会永远失去这个证人哦。可是把他带到局里的代价也很大。好像我们很 care 这个工作一样，也不完全了。体制内、体制外，不过也代表我这一个角色的人格，慢慢的也有产生一点转移。你说是我本人吗？我觉得还好，因为我本人本来就会选择放过他。但是，因为在这个时间点上，我已经知道，如果我把他放进局里面，就死定了，他是必死的。然后中间我故意吓他，他也真的被我们吓到，以至于他整个人都没有办法好好的站立，可以这样讲。这个是一个问题哦，我不是很确定。反正最后结果我们选择放过他。我本来还想说，看有没有机会，我们还是把他带回局里面。不过 不过看来也没机会，我们已经做了选择，那就只能这样，人生嘛。但是至少我们现在知道一个新的点，就是 Ruby 这个可能性，然后我们要去对峙 Hardy Boy 跟其他的角色，我们不确定会得到什么样的结果。Anyway， 但是我们可以先去拿回我们的警枪，我们有警枪在手，应该有很多事情比较好解决，大概是这样吧。